What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode review of Empire Season 4, Episode 13 of Hardiness' Mother. What they be getting these titles from, I don't know. It be sounding like it's some Shakespearean type shit. Girl, I gotta go back to American history. Anyway, so moving on from there, we start this once again we start the episode off with the family coming all together surrounding Cookie. You know, Cookie's still sick or whatever, and they still trying to be delicate with her, but she's not trying to have. I honestly feel like she don't want none of them to act like, anything's changed. Okay, I had a heart attack, so what? I'm still up and about. And I get her feelings about that, because sometimes when a loved one go through something real traumatic or, you know, scary like that, we kind of change the way that we treat them a little bit, trying to treat them with kids' gloves, because we don't know if we can treat them the same or whatever. She just wants shit to go back to the regular way that they been. Uh, and Jamal had a chef come in who fixed her some Cajun vegan food, soul food at that, and she actually liked it. So Lucius gave her this bracelet, this gold bracelet, which basically is a Fitbit to monitor her heart rate and all that stuff. And she's feeling like she's in a prison. And I said, girl, just be quiet. And it was like, it's so nice to have all the family together. And then Cookie was like, the whole family ain't here. And Lucius was like, that nigga tried to kill me, so fuck Andre at the moment. And Cookie had to remind him, at one point, probably at a few points, everybody at this table wanted to have your ass dead, okay? So you just need to get the fuck over it at this point. And to be quite honest, no one is really, I don't know who's really pissed off at the fact that Andre tried to kill his father, because he's done so much shitty shit that he should have bodyguards around him 24/7 and drive around in bulletproof cars, because that's how much of a shitty person he is, and that's how many times he done fucked over a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? But moving on from that, we get Tiana. She in there rehearsing. She throwing a fit at the dancer, saying the dancer speeding up too much. Then want to fire the choreographer, saying she don't know what she doing. Hakeem come in, she getting the attitude. Look, I know you've been going through stuff, but I can't be here every time you want to cry on somebody's shoulder and all this stuff. He said, nah, this ain't what that is, boo. I'm here to rehearse. Becky was like, that's cute and all, but you're not on the schedule to rehearse. He was like, I don't have to be on no schedule on some shit that I own. Do you realize, or correct me if I'm wrong, this is season 4. Mind you, she told them to get the fuck out, okay? She said, put that food down. That motherfucker in the back took that whole tray of little mini cupcakes. Part of me is saying, bitch, in my fat days, that would have been me. Fuck you mean, okay? They there for the taking. I ain't got to pay for it. They ain't finna eat it, because that's not what they on they repertoire right about now. They trying to stay fit. Bitch, I'm entourage. The fuck? I ain't finna let this shit go to waste. But my whole thing is this. We've seen them, and correct me if I'm wrong once again in the comments, we have seen since season 1 till now, so many of them working on music. But have they yet anybody put out an actual CD? And has anyone actually put out a CD already, like their first CD? Are they working on a second CD or what? We have not seen them do that shit yet, okay? I'm like, y'all put out all these singles, especially Hakeem ass, alright? He ain't had an album yet. Jamal was working on 2 separate albums, and something always fucking happens, okay? But it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that one. Correct me if I'm wrong, like I said. And then, Cookie is at her house, looking at TV, looking at the news, and it's depressing as shit. It's talking about a mass shooting once again, and Portia comes in there and was like, I couldn't get something what you wanted because Lucia said don't bring you no work, because she got all happy like, yeah, good, finally it's something I can work with. And I was like, nah, but I brought you some messages and stuff, but you got this message from somebody that keep on calling name Asia. And then she looked at the thing and she said, bitch, this is China. Now I said, Portia, Portia, how the fuck did you get them two confused? Now, did you write it down as Asia, or did you write it down as China and call her Asia? Bitch, you tried it either fucking way. So China is out, and she was like, she haven't heard from her in a minute. So she said, send a cop for her, because they used to hang tight up in prison. Mind you, if you seen Acrimony, listen to me. If you seen Acrimony, the lady that plays China, she played her older sister, the bitch, in Acrimony. And then the girl that played young Cookie on here played young, old girl. What's her name on that? Mildred or whatever. Melon, whatever the fuck. Played younger Taraji on Acrimony too. Also, Andre catches up with Lucius, okay? He's trying to talk to him and be like, listen, I understand what's going on, because Eddie had the nerve to send some fucking flowers to the house. It was like, I understand, you fucked up with me right now and all this shit, but my gut instincts led me to find out some shit about Eddie. And I'm telling you, it's something else going on. It was like, how can this man that we plucked up out of obscurity, he was like probably in retirement, just enjoying life or whatever, all of a sudden he want to make these deals personal? It's different. Something else is going on. Then he was like, as soon as Eddie put this deal out there to these people, whatever, these 6 companies, they put their stock in there and they raised it up higher because, the SEC was involved or whatever, some shit like that. And if the deal would have went through, most of them would have made over $100 million on the shit. Let me dig deeper and find out what the fuck the motive really was. I said, whatever it is that's going on, I get you feeling in your feelings, Lucius, but let your son do what he do, because this is what you sent him to business school for, right? And he's doing that business and he's trying to save your ass, okay? So he said, prove it. I said, he gonna prove it. Shut the fuck up. So Jamal is previewing some of his music, new music to the board. You got the PR head, you got Becky, of course, and he like really amped about it. He was like, Becky, come on, what you think? This is good, this flow and all this stuff. And like, I'm behind you 100%, but this is what some of the people are saying. They do little focus group and people like Angry Jamal is killing my vibe, and what is he trying to do? Be Mingos, he needs to stay in his lane and stuff like that. Jamal don't understand that you need this feedback sometimes from your fans or whatever to tell you how they truly feel, and sometimes you gotta listen to them, and sometimes it's like, let me go against the grain and test the waters anyway, and maybe something will pop. And his whole thing is, they just trolling, those are trolls or whatever. And they was like, I mean, yeah, but you do sort of got this like bad boy image going right about now. The whole thing with beating up Warren caught on tape, killing D'Angelo or Angelo, and then Robin Roberts interview, he was just over it. So he just stormed the fuck out. And to be quite honest, the Dubois, Diane Dubois, she wanted to fuck them over. And she did exactly that. And even with her out the picture, they are still feeling the consequences. That was a bad bitch right there, okay? That was a bad bitch, okay? To still have them, girl, all right. So, Cookie is sitting down there talking to China, and she was like, I know you feel like I abandoned y'all, but she said, no, it's all cool. Sometimes you say you're going to come back or whatever, you're going to visit, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, but you want to stay far away from that place as possible when you get out. It's kind of hard trying to be in out, especially when you first get out. People don't understand. You got to realize you out in the real world. You ain't got to check a motherfucker like you used to in prison and shit like that. So they vibing and bonding again. And, it was a good thing that China didn't harbor ill feelings towards her, whatever, because of not keeping up as much. And, she flashbacks to, because they started saying about how the only bad thing that hurt their hearts is when you see people that get out and then they come back in. And then, she was like, what's up with Pound Cake? Oh, she's still up in jail. Okay. And not only is she still in jail, she's in hospice. She has cancer. And then she was like, what? But then China said maybe this is a payback for what and what she deserved for all the shit that she did. And I said, I know you may be hurt and feeling the type of way, but I would never wish cancer or any type of illness on anybody, not even my worst enemy. Like, I never, that's like a death sentence, and I wouldn't do no shit like that. But, she in her feelings, and they do a little, a couple of flashback scenes with Cookie, sitting down with the rest of the girls, and I guess Cook Cake, Pound Cake, she was out for like 5 years and got sent right back in, and she wanted to speak to Cookie. Cookie wasn't trying to hear it. Then eventually, imagine they were sitting there reading Push, which is Damn, what's the lead? Damn, you move Precious. Okay. So, they was sitting there and, you know, later on, Cookie was playing a card game with one of the other inmates, and, Pound Cake basically forced Cookie to listen to her. She was like, I'm sorry for what I did. I got out this thing because I needed to find where my baby girl was. That's what she needed to do. And she was like, that motherfucker told me, you know, that gave me, if I did what I did, I get early release and I can go get my baby. That motherfucker did something to my child because for 5 years I've been searching for it and I still don't have it. All right. And I said, that's fucked up. And she said, to be quite honest, and I'm not even trying to, be shady or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, bitch, I would have killed any and everybody in here if it meant that I could see my baby girl and be with my baby girl. I said, I get you on that part. Cookie understood it. And then, eventually Cookie went to go see Pound Cake in hospice. And yeah, she did look a mess, but it was a good thing that she did come up there to go see her. We saw Shine in the studio with this white boy. I said, a white rapper. Okay. What's new these days? Nothing, not really. And so Hakeem come in there was like, all right, I took your advice and, you was right. I need to get some of those beats or whatever from you. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm going to get the beats, okay? Because he was like, you told me to focus on my shit. That's what I need to do. He was like, all right, I'm going to get you the beats, but I need you to do me a favor. I need you to help this dude out, mentor him a little bit, whatever. He's a big fan of yours. He was like, the white boy? I was like, hell no. He don't need nothing from me. It was like, he a big fan. He from Chicago. He didn't grow up with a cookie and a Lucius. He grew up in the streets. All them tattoos that he got on him is to cover up 3 bullet wounds or whatever and shit like that. And, Shine was trying to vouch for him. I was like, I'm not really here for the culture vulture. So, but the fact of the matter is, old boy can spit. Okay, he really can rap. Hakeem gets in his feelings and was like, fuck that, I'm gone. I said, get your little bitch ass out of here. Now, I'm all understanding, looking at people sideways that's non-black that be trying to rap and stuff and do our music, quote unquote, our music, but you couldn't say hi. You in your feelings because, he gonna do this with old boy. Boy, if you don't get your ass out of here and go sit down and calm the fuck down, Hakeem, he's just, ugh. So Cookie talking to Pound Cake, and she basically wanted some good news about what was going on in her life to make her just pass the day and to feel a little bit better because her life at this moment is miserable. Cookie got her boys back. She's on the cover of Jet's Essence and Ebony magazines and stuff like that, and come to find out, Pound Cake still has not found her daughter. She making up in her mind what she imagined her daughter would be like right now. She says she's about college age, probably dating some boy. He not that cute. Or he could be, dating a girl. I wouldn't mind. It don't matter. She into computers, want to be a doctor or a lawyer. Either way, it still would have been all good with her. And Cookie just said, you know what? It's a shame what happened to you because that's fucked up because I know you would have been a good mother, okay? That you still don't know who your daughter is and your daughter don't know who you are. And she said, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to find your baby girl and I'm going to bring her here and let you see her. Baby, I said that is, on the one hand, I was like, please don't make promises that you can't keep and she's on her deathbed. When you go to hospice, baby, you basically, the next step is death. You know what I'm saying? And you know, on the other hand, it probably would give her a little motivation to try to hang on a little bit more because now she got something to look forward to, try to fight a little bit harder. But with that done, she on the phone with, back at Empire at the crib or whatever, she on the phone with Thirsty, and Andre and Lucius is in the car on the way to go see Celeste. Okay, Celeste is the second wife, ex-wife of Eddie. Now, when they was going through the papers and stuff, they found out some companies. You got Bluesies, or was it Bluesy, and a company called She Dragon. Now, the Bluesy come from this movie that they used to watch back in the day. All right, She Dragon is what Eddie used to call his wife and stuff, his ex-wife Celeste. So if he got them names on here as these companies, meaning that that money gonna get kicked back to Eddie. So, you know, the whole time Lucius trying to understand, why is it that this man that I've known forever, who already has a whole bunch of money, why is he taking such a risk trying to make more money off of this and to fuck me over? So they get in the car to go see Celeste, all right? And this is when Lucius get a little alert that Cookie's heart rate is going up and her blood pressure is going up, and calling her to make sure she's all right. She was like, I'm fine, you know, lying about what she was doing. Oh, Trump just treated some stupid shit, tweeted some stupid shit, when in reality she was on the phone with Thirsty and it got her a little hyped up or whatever. She tried to take the bracelet off. He called back and said, bitch, put the bracelet back on. Either you took it off or you dead right now. Put that shit back on, okay? So they go see Celeste. Mind you, Celeste is playing tennis, and I said, oh, so you must got your membership paid the fuck up. Okay, so she in her feelings like, Lucius lying. What are you doing here? And he was like, you know, what's the fuck is up with She Dragon? And she was like, so what, you think I'm one of your rappers that you gonna get up in here to just spill the beans on each and everything? Hell no. So you can toodaloo, okay? And I said, she knows, and he know that she knows. So, you know, we got that part going on. Then we got Hakeem up in the studio. Blake, the little white boy, come past. Blake played on what was Irv Gotti? Tales. Okay, Irv Gotti, the first episode where they flipped the racist stuff. So it was like the black people were in power, meaning that they were in control, and the white folks were like the niggas. Okay, so yeah, that was that. And you know, he coming there like, I don't know what Shine told you, but I didn't tell him to rub up on you or whatever, to be the mentor or whatever. I mean, I am a fan of yours. That is what it is, but you know, it's cool and all. Oh, you trying to get this beat back? It sound like your first mixtape. You know that song, Breadwinner? Man, I played that thing over and over and over again. Shit, it probably blew out my speaker. I said, okay, suck up. And, you know, Hakeem still acting like he got an issue, but you could tell that he like old boy. And when old boy left, he came back and he was listening to Hakeem beat and he just started freestyling, if you want to call it freestyling. And then at one point I was like, all right, whatever, so we finna do a whole performance right now. Hakeem turns the light out and he takes the lamp and he's all, I said, Hakeem is so fucking extra in everything that they do. So they have a little fake ass freestyle battle rap against each other, and then they come to the conclusion that they need to work with each other. That was cool. Tori Ash. Tiana is sitting there, you know, working on some portraits or whatever about what's her next outfit gonna be and all this shit. Tori looking like, bitch, do you not see what's going on? She was like, the fuck you doing? She was like, you know, which face you showing today? Because you got so many. How you gonna come in and let Eddie just make you his little Barbie doll and you can't even see it? And it was like, and if everything is all to the good, how come everybody else is all miserable around you? And she was like, bitch, you know, I'm still gonna sell out. Okay, I said, bitch, you already doing that, technically speaking, and I'm not talking about records. But I'm still gonna be number one, and I'm just gonna get there by being not and not being high by doing it. You know, and so the little designer dude chuckling and laughing at her, making Tori Ash feel bad because she just made you feel bad because she called you out and you know that she was telling the truth. So Tori goes up into the studio when Jamal just so happened to be in there. And, you know, Jamal trying to go over some tracks. And this is some old shit. It sounds like the old shit. And he's not here for it. And he was like, it sounds boring and all this shit. So he told her, boy, we'll just get back to it later. Tori was like, what was all that about? Jamal just wants to have that one track that sounds different from everything that he's doing. And I get that, because sometimes, you know, you want to appease your fans and all this stuff, and this stuff didn't. Celebrity and all that shit, it's too stressful to be fucking famous. I wouldn't want to do it because you can't please everybody. People want you to stay in that same mode, okay? And then you'll have the same critics that'll be like, well, you know, or the same people, well, she or he always putting the same stuff out. Everything sounds the same. You know, they play it safe all the time. How long can you skirt by with playing it safe and doing this? We need something new. And then when I put something new out, you don't want to fuck with it. And that's the dilemma that he's in. He just said, I just want this one song. I need to play it in the live audience. She said, maybe you just need the right audience. The right audience. Why did that slip up and I say that? That's probably what it's going to be. So back at the tennis club, Andre give it a swing at Celeste and basically got it all out of her. What's going on? And all they had to do was play the girlfriend, the ex-wife, her being the ex-wife, and her, she mad at Lucius because Lucius introduced her to Giselle, or introduced Eddie to Giselle. And Lucius like, bitch, I had no idea that they was gonna fuck around and do what they did, okay, and divorce you. It was like, well, I know She Dragon is your company, okay, so what the fuck is going on? And she let it all spill out, bitch, because they tried to make it seem like Giselle was on the payroll, she was getting $400,000, he reading off a blank paper. I said, come through with your bluff face that you couldn't tell. And she was like, that bitch, that motherfucker played me for the last fucking time. That motherfucker lost everything. He lost her everything. All of our money, his money, the ex-wife's money, told me to sell all my property and to invest in the Empire stock. And it was like, well, shit, now they know the motive. So after that, we see Cookie and Portia, they riding up. I said, bitch, y'all cannot from anybody that's from Chicago, if you don't know, Empire is filmed out here in Chicago, and I think they're trying to make it seem as if they're from Philly and they're in Philly or New York or whatever. But bitch, that was a Chicago house. I said I forgot. Empire do film out here, and she took her bracelet off to go put it on Portia because she finna go up into Burleston's house. Pound Cake's baby daddy, that fuck ass CO at the goddamn prison, bitch. Now when she knock on that door, a woman opens. Oh my God, oh my God, Joyce, who is it, babe? It was like, oh my God, look. It was like, do I know you? I said, I know this bitch is not trying to play like he got amnesia right about now. It was like, Holloway. Oh my God, see, I told you, and all this shit. She come in the house, and she looking at all these photos of him. It just felt very Jerry Sandusky type. He got all these pictures around him with a whole bunch of girls, like girl soccer teams and all this stuff. But then come to find out he claimed that they ain't got no kids because Joyce couldn't have no kids. But it was just really weird. I'm not going to touch on that a little bit more, but whatever. Y'all already got the reference. Jerry Sandusky. You don't know, look that shit up. And when they did all of that, he was just acting like, so what, you want an interview? And then Joyce was like, he told me all what you did for y'all in prison, and how, he didn't say prison, but she was like, how you're one of his girls and you looked up to him for guidance and all this shit. I said, bitch. And he was like, you know what? I wasn't one of his favorite girls. His favorite was the girl Pound Cake. And he was looking like, bitch, okay, just go to the get that lemonade stuff, and we'll, we gotta talk about this interview and all this shit. He was like, what the hell you doing up in my house? It's against the law for ex-convicts to visit felonies, to visit CO houses and shit like that. And was like, you do this and do that. She said, bitch, fuck that, okay? You can't scare me no more. The governor been ate at my goddamn house now, okay? I got way more power than you, bitch. What the fuck, okay? You want to blow my shit up? I will blow your shit up, okay? All I have to do is go tell your wife what you been doing, okay? Now, where the fuck is Pound Cake's baby? Well, I don't know about no baby. Yo, yes you do. What you do? You kill the baby? I ain't kill no baby. It was like, so what? You ain't get that baby up for adoption? She was like, yes, I did. It was like, the babies go into the system. She said, you ain't put that baby in the system. He said, okay, wait. The baby is half white. So that means that the baby had fair skin. So, the white babies and the fair skinned babies, they go to a adoption agency and they get adopted. The other darker skinned babies, they go into the system. And I said, that is so fucked up, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly how that shit works. And he was like, you can probably get some more information at the Hope House. She said, you better hope I get that information and you telling the truth, because I come back and I blow all this shit up. Joyce come out there and was like, oh my God, I got some lemonade and some pound cake. She was like, you know what, Joyce? I'm not going to be able to stay, but it's a good thing that you still like pound cake, huh? I said, bitch, that shit made me laugh. So Cookie's still sitting outside, dude's house, and Portia like, let's go. Are we leaving? She was like, no, we not. Keep the engine running, because she got on the phone. She called Thirsty, and, he confirmed that Hope House is legit. And he wanted she wanted him to look up, the birth date, and for a half white baby girl, half black, half white baby girl, mixed baby girl, I should say. for the dates that she was giving him, okay? And she got out that car and she went right to that door, knocked on the door. The wife opens up the door again and was like, you need Bo? She was like, no, I need you, okay? Let me just tell you this. Your husband is a rapist, all right? He was not a good man to us. He tortured us, he beat us, and he raped a whole bunch of girls up in there, okay? And especially this girl right here. And he took her baby and all this shit. I'm just letting you know so you can get from underneath this shit. Leave that motherfucker. Bo comes to the door. Oh my, what the fuck are you doing? It was like, bitch, I did what I did. And she was like, believe me. Okay. And showed the picture again. The wife looking like, ain't this about a bitch? And so after that, we see, Andre and Lucius, they're going through all Empire records and stuff and Eddie's account. And they figuring out all these, like over 10 different shell companies that he done made. Bitch, I went to business. Bitch, I seen the Enron documentary and all of this shit scream. Bitch, he was trying to Enron the fuck out of y'all in this insider trading. And as soon as I thought that, that's when it was like, he tried to make Empire, probably would expose Empire for insider trading, okay? Because that's all that he was doing. He was telling people to invest in the stocks or whatever, getting tips to do this, do that, so that he can make money. And then he was going to rat out the company so that they can get exposed for insider trading. And when you do that, you're going to go to jail. So it would have took everybody down. That's why Andre was like, bitch, the reason why I'm doing this is because even though I fucked over the family, taking down Empire would be taking down a family and all that shit. Lucius was like, oh, so now you go about family. And it was like, so you remember when you hid my gun for me when the cops came that day in your Lego shack? You always had my back then. What the fuck happened, okay? He said, remember so-and-so day 2005 at 11:37 a.m.? That was the day that I got diagnosed with bipolar. And ever since then, you stopped looking at me as Andre, your son, who always have your back, to somebody who got bipolar and who's damaged. That's all you can see. He gonna say you were damaged. He said, bitch, you're damaged too. You're a fucking sociopath. And you got a whole bunch of shit going on with you. So, bitch, we in the same fucking boat. Okay? And I said, well, that is true. Next thing we see Blake and Hakeem. They putting down the track with Shine. And Shine like it's good. They finna go to the strip club. Made Blake clean up. On the way out, Hakeem sees Tiana in there, dancing by herself and messing the fuck up. And, he was like, you cool, whatever. This ain't the Tiana I know. This is me. This is somebody I know. He was like, you firing people on the spot. You making people's lives miserable and shit. This is all Eddie, okay? Eddie wanted me to do this. And Eddie knows exactly what I need to do to get to where I am and all this stuff. And he's going to take me there. I said, Eddie ain't with the company no more, okay, baby? So shut the fuck up. I said, Hakeem, let that shit go. And Jamal and Tori go to this club and he, trying to disguise himself. They play his record. They don't say who it's from just to get the crowd reaction. All of a sudden, the whole crowd just automatically start going up for it. Bullshit. Tori out there still popping pills. That bitch took 4 pills at once. I ain't got time for that, okay? Lucius see Cookie and, they had this conversation and she tell him about going to see the women that she saw and she was just like, she just don't want to go back to being the same way, okay? Because at first he thought she was going to break up with him, but she was just saying, I don't want things to go back the way that they were. I want to change, I don't want no lies, no cheating, no nothing. So that's basically how Empire ended. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it.